Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another creepy, woke, conspiracy theory, whatever the title is. That's what we rapping to, okay? Um, Make sure you guys subscribe with post notifications on so you get notified when I post a video. Okay? Make sure you got that on. That being said, let's get into it.
Y'all see Ernie and Bert asking for donations for the Maui survivors. Their plan is to give the Maui survivors $1,200 per month until they rebuild. $1,200. You can't even wipe your behind with $1,200 no more, baby. It's the audacity for me. Like, y'all are serious? Y'all done caused all this chaos and y'all want to slap these people with a little $1,200? All right. Y'all check Ernie and Bert out.
Launching a fund with an initial donation of $10 million, but also asking for more help.
In this time of need, you want to take care of the greatest need of the people, and that's giving them money.
The two reflecting on the devastation of the fire.
I don't know about y'all, but I've been losing my Wi-Fi signal every day for the past week around 8 o'clock, and it's starting to get a little bit suspicious now. I have my internet service through Spectrum, so if the same thing may happen to y'all or with any other company, comment below. We all gotta get on the same page somehow. But anyways, y'all know how to keep it. Y'all be guys. Peace.
Death is an illusion. You don't have a soul. You are a soul. Soul is pure life force. It's pure consciousness. It's pure energy. It's the I am. Soul then inhabits the mind. The mind gives it the ability to have free will, to make it do its own thing and create things. Spirit is a non-physical copy of your body, and the spirit is used when you dream or astral project. The soul and mind are celestial. They are not from here, but the spirit and the body are from the physical plane. Mind over matter, because the mind is one of the most highest planes of existence before the rest. It affects all the planes below. Soul and the mind never die. These are immortal essences. The spirit and the body are mortal. They contain electricity, and electricity vibrates. All vibrations have to come back to a standstill point. The soul is pure magnetism, and magnetism is pure. It does not vibrate. It radiates. It is forever. It is immortal. The physical world is an electric world which contains red shift, blue shift. This is why everything's red and blue. Roses are red, violets are blue. Police cars. The link is in the bio for this PDF.
This man built a house underwater, but you won't believe what's inside. The man.
So I'm sure you guys have came across videos on TikTok saying the scariest.
Bro, less than 100 days. What?
So I'm sure you guys have came across videos on TikTok saying the scariest video on the dark web, right? And so those videos are meant for you to get curious to go visit the dark web. Kind of like the DARE program, when you tell kids don't do drugs and they want to go try drugs. Or like when you tell a kid don't look in the box and the kid wants to look in the box. It's the same concept. So it's meant to get you curious to go visit the dark web. For those who don't know what the dark web is, the dark web is somewhere where you can buy drugs, link up with other people to go traffic kids, buy kids, sell kids, watch live streaming murder shows, pedo shows, kids getting killed, people getting killed on live stream, buying illegal weapons. And half of the time when you log into these dark webs, there's hackers waiting to steal your information. You can sell, buy body parts, link up with other satanic people to go do satanic rituals, sacrifices, and the GOV allows it because they run it.
And are you going to get it through your head that none of this shit matters, bro? What is a kid? Don't tell me a kid is what popped out of your mother's poo-poo. What is a kid spiritually, bro? What is an adult spiritually? What is any of this shit, bro? Why do we work? Why do we go to school? Any of that? No! We're being programmed to forget that we actually came here on Earth to decode our soul. We passed all of the other tests on all of the other planets in this solar system. So we came to Earth to decode our soul, to see who we really are through all of those tests. That's why here you have to go through so many reincarnations to decode your solar energy. We decode our solar energy in this plane on an experimental level. Through your experiences is how you figure out who you are.
Y'all remember when Tiffany
Facts.
Haddish was
through this 2 years ago after settling a lawsuit with two siblings who accused her of grooming. It reads she refused to accept responsibility because it was a punishment. A punishment because she was talking too much. I know with celebrities, they gotta stay in line. Not all of them, but some of them. This is literally around the time when she was going through all of that.
What's going on in the world right now? How do you feel about what's going on right now? I'm pretty sure in my gut things are going to change. It's going to be a different world. I feel like in the next like 4 or 5 years, we're going to look around and be like, what? Like, this is different. It's way different. And I'm praying that it's different for the better. Or that the aliens really show up and they give all the black people superpowers and we all can fly, and then white people be like, dang, we fucked up. We should have been nicer to them. Yeah. Because we want to fly too. Or they probably be like, I got 2% black in me, I'm black too. Like I don't know. But that's a joke. But I really feel like things will get better. It's going to get worse. When we were up to reconfigure the educational system. Right. Well, you know, honey, that's a whole nother agenda. Because education, let's be honest, there was not a whole lot of schoolhouses in the 1800s. You know, it was against the law. It was teach us how to read. Right, because if you have the power of knowledge, if you can read, then that means you can get information. Like, hey, we're free. We've been free. Yeah, that means you can have power. You can have, if you have knowledge, if you can read, you have power. Straight up. Like, because then you can get information. And as long as you have information and knowledge about something, you can make changes. You can make adjustments. Which is why it's so crazy.
She tapped that. I ain't gonna lie. She tapped that.
Space.
Yeah, bro, we gonna have to talk about this. For everyone that doesn't know, this is TikToker Pinky Doll. She has recently set the world on fire, technically, you know, the TikTok live world on fire, with her own variation of the AI trend. Accumulated thousands of dollars. Mostly a lot of people literally got the AI trend from her and started mimicking it and started making their own money from it. Originally, allegedly, she used the AI trend to help promote her Smex work. Smex work is awesome. Trust me, we support Smex workers over here. The world needs y'all. Shouts out to y'all. But here's where it gets a little tricky. The young lady is 28 years old, and she had that she was 19 years old in her bio. And then you're thinking, well, how's that a big deal? Because then you find out from her own tweet, she pretends to be a 15-year-old girl on her Twitter, the same Twitter that promotes her Smex work. And not only that, on TikTok, while she faked being a 19-year-old, Timberland was her #1 viewer. What are y'all thoughts, man?
Nah. Look, I'm not one to be into conspiracy theories or all of that cloning shit, but this is not YoungBoy. I don't care what you try to tell me, this is not the same YoungBoy that made AI YoungBoy 2. I don't know what's going on in that little lap ponytail. This is not the same YoungBoy we was listening to back in the day. I don't know who this is. This is not YoungBoy.
So guys, look at this, right? This is the BS that people are believing from NASA. Now, I'm from the UK, and I know that my country does not take up the entire surface of the ball Earth, right? I mean, where are the clouds? Like, the UK is one of the most cloudiest countries in the world, right? That's why I don't live there, right? Constant rain and drizzle, yet there is zero cloud. Well, maybe right at the top of the Earth there, right? Because Scotland takes up the complete northern hemisphere. Guys, it's all fake. CGI, space is fake, ball Earth is fake. This is the stuff that they put out there that the sheep do not question, and it's so blatantly obvious. Look at it.
I just want you guys to see this. This is a Bill Gates watermelon.
When the fruit is messed up like that, bro, that making me so mad. Like, what is they doing to the watermelons like that? How did the watermelon even get like that, bro? That be making me so irritated, dude. Like, come on, bro.
Look at this BS. And that's what's in the trash bag. But it starts with a 4031.
Never get
it also says seeded watermelon. You have to be really careful what's going on out there. So if it starts with a 4, turn around and walk towards the door. I don't even know what else to say. I mean, this is not natural. This is genetically modified.
So, just an example. Stay safe out there.
I don't know what they doing to the wallows, but they need to stop ASAP.
Doja Cat just admitted she's in the Illuminati.
Did Doja Cat sell her soul and now she's in the Illuminati? She recently celebrated her 27th birthday with the Illuminati themed party, and they say when you sell your soul, like the devil takes something from you. Watch this clip, it's weird. That clip is not from her birthday party, but basically she's making all these weird faces. We know her music is a little symbolic, but just watch this other clip of her looking like she's glitching, she's glaring off into space, it's weird.
Yo, check out Doja Cat here. Tell me she on timeout. Looks like she just... Yo, what happened to her? She glitched. Yo, she glitched.
Celebrities are kind of weird, like we've seen Cardi B space out in the middle of interviews, but when you're winning an award, that seems like a time when you shouldn't be like spacey. What do you guys think about this? Do you think she sold her soul?
By the way, this video is scripted and for entertainment purposes only. Stay weird. Don't forget to like and follow and stay weird.
Wendy Williams was never the same after she ate that crow, and I'm gonna explain why. So if you don't know, in prime Wendy Williams days, Wendy made a bet. Basically, she was like, Kim and Kanye, they're gonna get a divorce. And if they last more than X amount of days, she would eat her words and she would eat crow. Eating crow is like a thing that people say when you talk beforehand and mess up. You kind of like eat your words. But Kim and Kanye, they lasted, so she actually had to eat the crow. And I've always said when she ate that crow on live TV, it just wasn't the same with her. Now you may be wondering, well, what's so bad about eating crow? Well, eating crow is considered a bad omen in many places. Back in the day, eating crow was literally seen as a humiliation tactic. Hence why it's used as an idiom to this day. Not only can eating crow be toxic for you physically, but it can also be taxing on you mentally and spiritually. Also, if you keep it with your Bible in Leviticus, crow is being deemed as unfit to eat. Now let's take it a little deeper. When you think of a crow, what does it symbolize? Well, it's stated it symbolizes death, danger, misfortune, and illness. But it can also mean rebirth, self-reflection, and intelligence. When you think about it, Wendy has experienced all of that. You know, after that situation, Wendy was always in some controversy. But you know, it's only so much I can put on that crow. Sometimes it's just Wendy. But Wendy leaving her husband and stepping into a new chapter, that was her rebirth period. But then after 13 years, her show ended. Due to just ongoing health issues, you know, she suffered from Graves' disease, still not getting over her mother passing away. It was a lot that went into it. But they literally dropped her show like it was a bad habit. You can't even go on YouTube and watch old Hot Topic episodes, which pisses me off. And, you know, we see Wendy, sometimes she look good, sometimes she doesn't. But when she ate that crow, I just don't think it was the same. And of course, when she told Dr. Oz she's not taking the zine because she doesn't trust it. Once she started talking about that and saying that, it was like, okay, you can keep it real and say it how you mean it with celebrity news, but you a puppet figure saying this stuff, oh, you gotta go. But I make this video with love, though, because I'm a huge Wendy fan, and I miss her, and I hope she's doing okay.
Thing called melanin. It's what everyone is concerned about in the world. It's what they have a meeting about every 3 to 5 years. Germany, Italy, France, the U.S., they meet every 3 to 5 years and have a melanin convention and discuss the latest research in melanin. They have never invited a black scientist to that meeting in history. So we have had our own melanin conferences where we discuss this information involving melanin. Melanin is commonly associated with the pigment that causes your skin to be brown. So we figure that that's what melanin is about. But it's a little more than just the pigment that makes your skin brown. It's what we call a chemical key to life. The more melanin you have, the more civilized you are. The more melanin you have, the more psychic you are. The more melanin you have, the more information your brain can store. The more melanin you have, the faster the nerve transmissions are. The more melanin you have, the more sound you absorb in your ear, so you hear the full range of sound. No other race can do that. The more melanin you have, the more color you can absorb in your eyes. That's why your eyes are brown. You actually see the full color.
Interesting facts. Crime edition. The last one will shock you. There's a legal murder zone in Yellowstone National Park. Did you know that TikTok knows who has a crush on you? They are the first person you see when you click on share, then more, and there they are. 2 thieves once disguised themselves as police officers and stole 13 pieces of art worth over $500 million, and the case remains unsolved to this day. A gang in the UK used a tunnel to break into a KFC restaurant's safe and stole thousands of dollars. You share your birthday with 20 million other people, Comment yours to see who you share one with. Thieves in Quebec, Canada, stole approximately 3,000 tons of maple syrup valued at $18 million from a reserve. In 1998, 2 mummies were stolen from a museum in Manchester, England, and later recovered in a garage. Now, before this last fact that no one can explain, support us by pressing the plus button for more interesting daily content. It's legal to make love with a corpse in more than 20 states.
Why is the Sexy Red is not an industry plant that was put here to help finalize the destroying of the black woman image. They was already had us under attack, and she was here to just finalize the process. The way they trying to force her on us is just crazy. Like, I wanted to go see Drake, but once I found out Drake had her opening for him, absolutely not. Absolutely not am I going to support anything that thing is behind. I'm not supporting it, right? This is the reason why it's time to separate. It's time to separate as black women. Because ain't no way I'm about to be associated with that and Suki Stankyama. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. At this point, separation has to happen. It's one thing to make trashy music. That is a different level of trash. That's a different level of trash. Kaya's My Neck, My Back, it was bad. Trina and Trick Daddy's, you know, Nan, it was bad. But that's a different level of dirty stank music, right? It's just a different level. Like, it ain't never been that bad. There is lyrically nothing that this woman is saying. She's just saying a bunch of vulgar, disgusting, nasty stuff. It's not even music, right? And this is why I know that she's an industry plant. It is not music at this point, right? It's just saying how much nasty, vulgar stuff she can come up with out of her mouth and how disgusting and distasteful she could present herself in public to help destroy the black woman image, right? Trying to portray it as if we all Pookeishas. And if you don't think that this is successful, just look at what hip-hop and stuff did to black men and how it had people stereotyping black men as criminals and thugs, right? Even to this day, black men are still fighting to get away from that stereotype. But as of now, black women are under attack because this Pookeisha image that's being pushed is what they trying to define us by.
That was the sister making a video on Sexy Red. She's basically calling Sexy Red a plant, basically calling out the music she makes, you know. Hey, I believe she's speaking facts, you know. Hey, it's very factual what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? The only pushback I'll give is, you know, people can't stereotype you if you ain't out here proving the stereotype right. And most stereotypes are true. You know, they come from somewhere. You know, for every Sexy Red, it's about 1,000 of her in every city. You see what I'm saying? So not only are they pushing this when you're coming out into the world, let's be real, into the hood, you see joints like this, right? As a black man, I'm not going to complain about how my image is portrayed. I'm going to show that my image ain't that. See, this is the problem, because not only are we seeing this on TV and in these music videos and on music, when you go out into the world, you see how niggas is moving. You see how niggas portray that thug image themselves. So, you know, it's also on us, because they can't sell you nothing if you ain't buying it, okay? Even though there are sisters calling out Sexy Red, there are plenty of sisters who are supporting it, who relate to it, who love the music. This is why she's on the level that she's on. This is why she's basically has surpassed Glorilla, because, you know, Glorilla was the hot thing. Now Sexy Red is the hot thing, right? Sexy Red, Ice Spice, you know, and there's no varieties when it comes to the female rappers, right? You know, like I said, look at the top 3 male rappers. They don't be on no gangster music. Drake ain't on no gangster music. J. Cole ain't. Kendrick Lamar ain't. But all these females seem to be on the same tip. But shout out to the sister calling it out. It's good to see sisters, you know, not rocking with that. You know, I be saying it. Hey, but when I say it, I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to make the type of music you make, at least have some flow with it. Like she said, you just saying a whole bunch of whatever just for shock value or whatever. I don't know. But hey, I agree with the sister.
Doja
Cat's back on her devil.
This is a copyright code. I have to
Bullshit. Take a look at this devil ass video.
Just copyright.
Jordan, that demon just palmed the shit out her big ass head. Now all jokes aside, this song is ass. She's literally not saying anything of substance in the whole shit. Like all she's doing in this song is just doing demonic shit. And I'm low-key getting tired of it. Like this devil shit starting to get played out. Bro, I fuck with Destroy Lonely. His music be going crazy. But this upside down cross devil shit, I just can't stand behind that. I know y'all remember what Lil Uzi ass said on that stage.
How you flying up to heaven right now? Obviously all y'all motherfuckers going to hell. Right with me. So
Like, bro, they all are doing this. It's starting to get played out. But the thing with Lil Uzi is that his music is actually good. This woman, Doja Cat, is doing this devil shit, and her music is hot dookie, hot garbage. Like, you're doing this shit for no reason. I'm not gonna lie. Doja Cat, for the love of God, please just come back. We miss you, baby. Just do this again. Don't be on this demonic shit. Yeah, comment below your thoughts on Doja Cat. Do you fuck with the demonic shit? I personally don't. And do you like her music? Because I'm not gonna lie, she fell off.
2-year-old girl crossing the street all alone in the dead of night. The tiny toddler walks to this gas station convenience store, opens the door, and goes inside. The toddler, fully dressed in boots and a winter coat, set 2 pennies down on his counter. She put the pennies on the counter?
Yeah, she put that 2 penny here. She want a candy.
This is the apartment complex where the toddler lives. Now imagine this. She left her apartment. She came across this busy road right here. Look at this. She had to cross this street. It's 11 o'clock at night. Over here to the gas station. Let's turn the light off for a second. I want to show you how dark it is too. Look at this. This is what this 2-year-old encountered. So she walked all the way over here, right to the front door.
Mohammed immediately locked the door so the toddler couldn't get out and called 911. Then he took the child to a safe area in the back of the store. Cops arrived within minutes. Police took the child into custody.
I'm starting to think that Ronald McDonald is on that motherfucking bag. Because Mickey D's just did the most unnecessary shit ever. Let's talk about this. The motherfucking McCorn. Now I'm quite surprised they don't speak about this in Revelations. You gotta be a motherfucking McFool to eat that shit. I would rather try bird seeds before eating that mess. But check this shit out though. In some countries, they even selling motherfuckers a McCorn pie. Don't reach me no shit like this, or I'm most definitely serving you these hands. And in 1981, they came out with the motherfucking McGrill. And it's damn near everything else but a rib. Hey, Mr. Ronald, man, if anything, bring back the motherfucking Mighty Wings, cause these little shits was bussin'. And most definitely, that little spice brought me joy. Now y'all know damn well that burgers and corn is really some bullshit. And the only people that like this shit is probably motherfuckers with little ass aliens inside of their fucking brain. Y'all are better off selling leftovers. Ronald probably somewhere laughing at y'all ass, eating steak, lobster, and shrimp. Bring back the Mighty Wings, cause those shits was precious to my soul.
On this island retreat off Massachusetts coast. But even within the island's privileged enclave, a town that exudes an aura of luxury, Edgartown, this hamlet with its police force is where the well-to-do seek refuge. And as the curtains rise on a somber narrative, a job posting for an entry-level police officer sparks a riveting intrigue. Picture this, a starting salary of a staggering $82,000 a year, a tempting sum that hints at a more intricate web beneath the surface. As the dollars flow generously, could the detectives earn double or more? While these musings may not directly indict the police, they spotlight an unsettling confluence of incentives. Protecting the wealthy patrons of Edgartown might be the priority, a calculated move to ensure a prosperous trajectory within the rank. This conjecture isn't without precedent, considering past events have fueled our skepticism toward authoritative claims. Recall the infamous death of Jeffrey Epstein, a case that seemed enveloped in shadows. The authorities declared it a suicide, but doubts echoed far and wide. Dr. Michael Baden, a physician who had dissected the autopsy, shattered the narrative with a chilling revelation. Epstein's neck bore 3 fractured bones, an anomaly that belied a mere suicide.
Greater evidence of homicide than suicide.
The prospect of foul play, a sinister end orchestrated by other hands, emerged as a haunting possibility. Amidst this backdrop, the enigmatic demise of Tafari Campbell thrusts forth perplexities that beg scrutiny. The official account speaks of a nighttime paddleboarding escapade gone awry, an inexplicable choice for most. It's an assertion that strains credibility, given the depths of a bay that boasts an average depth of 4 feet, shallower than most swimming pools. Venturing into the deep waters of skepticism, we encounter the matter of the Secret Service's conspicuous absence. With their duty to safeguard the Obamas, the void raises questions about their involvement or lack thereof. But let's dive deeper. The chilling discovery of Tafari's body in purportedly 8 feet of water sounds like an offbeat melody in the symphony of inconsistency. For in the mapped-out depths of the Martha's Vineyard waters, such a drastic shift in depth is as elusive as a mirage. Visualize this. A lake that wears its shallowness on its sleeve, where even a satellite image reveals the sandy floor with remarkable clarity. The 8-foot claim wavers in the face of this, teetering towards incredulity. If Tafari's last journey unfolded in waters only 4 feet deep, his alleged struggle for survival stretches the bounds of logic. But mysteries rarely stop at the water's edge. The witness's testimony dances discordantly with the police's declaration, and it's an unsettling melody. If one claims a fixed spot where the tragedy unfolded, how did it take 14 hours to retrieve the body? In the heart of this affluent enclave, the Secret Service's expertise indeed extends to aquatic terrain. Or does it? An air of suspicion pervades. Either someone isn't telling the truth, or an unsettling level of ineptitude cloaks the affair. As the narrative unfurls, the toxicology report emerges as an unexpected player in this macabre symphony. The police's decision to delve into Tafari's bloodstream, examining it for traces of substances, raises eyebrows. This foray into drug-related explanations casts a pall over the already shadowy canvas. How do drugs reconcile with the witness's claim of a desperate struggle for survival? The puzzle deepens, and the waters grow murkier. Stepping back, the pieces coalesce into a picture tinged with uncertainty. This isn't merely about an unfortunate accident, it's about narratives that refuse to align, questions that demand answers. In the grand tapestry of...
The government doesn't want you to know that liquid gold can destroy nanotechnology inside of you. A recent experiment done by Dr. David Nixon investigated the pharmaceutical serums under the microscope. What he saw was shocking. There were nanochips and other strange nanotechnologies. When colloidal gold was added, these nanotechnologies disappeared. There is video evidence of this happening. Colloidal gold has many unique health benefits that we are only scratching the surface with. There's a reason why we have the highest quality and best-selling colloidal gold on Amazon. But just know.
5 ground beef, you now take the outsides and they're part of the insides. Not only are you bringing all the animals together and slaughtering them in the same facility, now you're taking chunks of multiple animals and you're grinding them all up into one big mess.
Hamburger sometimes is the result of mixing meat from as many as 400 animals. Kind of awful.
Wake up. Do our eyes deceive us? I guess if you have a conspiracy mind, it makes sense, right? Yeah. We know the symbols, and they still throw it in our faces. Makes sense though, right? The halftime show is one of the most viewed events every single year. What a time to harvest the energy from the masses, right? I know, you'll call me crazy, then still deny the symbolism. That's Madonna's halftime show. She pops her top and we see what her costume really is. Understand that sports in general are used to specifically preoccupy our minds with stuff that doesn't even matter. So you think basketball is safe from this? This is the Staples Center, aka the Lakers Arena. You guys catching what that looks like? Because it looks a lot like a reptilian eye to me. Yeah, you call it a coincidence until you see one of the biggest stars in basketball throwing up the same exact symbols. Oh, and what are those? What does that mean? If you know, you know. And I know you know. They don't hold rituals here. It's all just crazy speculation, right?
So apparently they've cloned Terry Crews. I know a lot of y'all be like, he's just getting older. He looks older. He's this, he's that. No. That face is a whole new face. See, I be thinking my mind is playing tricks on me, but a lot of y'all said that these celebs play each other. Now, where's Jamie Foxx? If that's Terry Crews, bitch, I'm Madonna. Man, who is that? Who is this man? You notice how his head looks like Kevin Hart? And what's that other dude? He funny too. I forgot his damn name. But he look exactly like him. Notice how he looks young one minute and then the other minute he looks old like a shaved bird. Well, you can see or you can't see. But back to this image because I know that's not Terry Crews for sure. See, every now and then they'll put the real Terry Crews or the one who looks the closest to him or whatever out. This looks like him, but them others, nope.
Start.
Yo, W woke scary conspiracy theory TikTok compilation, man. That was a W right there, I ain't gonna lie. But we will see you guys in the next one, man.